Salute, salute, salute. The Knicks win tonight, 122-97, beating the Houston Rockets in Houston, led by Julius Randle. Had 31 points, 13 for 22, 4 for 9 from 3, 1 for 1 from the stripe, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, 1 steal. RJ Barrett had a somewhat tough night. Missed some shots, some gimmies. 7 for 16 from the field for 21 points. 3 for 7 from the 3, however, took a nice little dribble step into the 3. Something that Drew Hanlon said that they're going to work on us. The next step of his development, taking that shot off the dribble. Did so tonight, but obviously he has a long way to go. 4 for 5 from the stripe, 2 steals, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Again, not the greatest of games, but it was a relatively solid game. Reggie Bullock with 11 points, 4 for 7 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Again, this guy has been really solid from the wing position, especially from the three-point line, and his range is definitely improved, even though he's known as a 3-and-D player, but he's taking shots a little bit further out from 3. So kudos to Reggie Bullock for finding ways to refine his game and be clutch for us late in the season when we need these games. Derrick Rose was excellent tonight, 24 points, 8 from 11 from the field, 4 for 5 from 3, 4 for 4 from the stripe, 4 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 steal. I mean, what more can be said about Derrick Rose? He's been excellent all season in attacking these second units, these second rotations with his speed, his floater, step back, spin move floater he had tonight. The three-point shot, again, has been relatively solid, 4 for 5 from 3. What more can I say about Derrick Rose? He's been excellent. IQ, 13 points, 5 for 9 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3, 4 assists, 1 steal. So again, the Knicks just basically took care of business tonight. Yes, Kevin Porter Jr. was out there, and he had 50 points the other night against the Bucks. But tonight, even though he did have some nasty drives on the base on RJ Barrett, he had 14 points tonight, 6 for 13 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3, 2 for 6 from the stripe, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. I mean, the kid is uber talented. We have to talk about RJ Barrett's defense, but Kevin Porter Jr., not that great of a night, and that goes to show you that talent isn't really everything per se, right? He's had the issues with the Cavaliers, had issues going back since high school, behavioral. He had some relatively questionable tweets this summer. But again, a kid is uber talented, but you have to see, can he actually work with a coach who can get him under discipline, refine his game to be that better of a player, or will he always be that unrefined, uncut gem of a really talented player who never really got it all together because he couldn't fall in line with the program? But we'll see. I'm not trying to judge the kid too much. Kelly Olynyk, 17 points. Christian Wood, 19 points, 6 for 14 from the field, 7 for 11 from the stripe, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Overall, the Rockets, this just not a really good team. Obviously, they retooled this team to pair along with James Harden. Things didn't work, and now you have Silas, who's out there by himself, and then Christian Wood, who's supposed to be a piece to kind of help that front court position alongside whoever else they had to help James Harden get up the hump. James Harden is traded, and now they have a team that has a bunch of disjointed parts and a coach who probably feels like he's been wrong. But for the Knicks, again, overall solid game. We're sloppy at first regarding our defense. And Nerlens Noel is going to be out with an ankle injury. Now, Woj has just reported that the X-ray came back negative, but he'll be reevaluated next Monday. And that goes into the whole Grizzlies talk. RJ Barrett's defense, these maybe last 10, 15 games, starting at least back from the time he was questionable with the ankle injury, his lateral movement on defense has been kind of poor, to say the least, and he's been a little bit foul prone in a few games. And tonight, he had some ticky-tack fouls. He was not able to defend Kevin Porter Jr., who again is a quick, very talented, dynamic talent. RJ Barrett had 3 fouls tonight, but it just seems to be, whether it be Anthony Davis or Jaylen Brown, and again, these guys are very talented players. It just seems to be that his defense, especially moving laterally, is somewhat compromised. Now, I don't know if it's the ankle injury. I just don't know if it's fatigue. I don't know if it's just inability, but he's looked worse than before in other spurts where you saw him be, I want to say a shutdown defender, but relatively solid at that point. But I don't know what it is. We have to see again tonight. He played 40 minutes. He played the most minutes out of any player, and he's been logging in heavy minutes, him and Julius Randle. But tonight, again, he played 40 minutes. So we have to see about RJ Barrett. Start playing some of these teams coming up. With the Grizzlies tomorrow, Dylan Brooks, a guy who kind of had his way in the first half. Last time we played him against RJ Barrett. Let's see how he fares. I don't know. RJ Barrett, hopefully he's well. Maybe it's just fatigue. He just needs a little bit more rest. They just got a nice, 3-4 day break. But we have to see what's happening to RJ Barrett. But that's something to watch out for regarding his game. No one's well. Him being out will be an issue tomorrow because, granted, he did kind of get eaten up by Valanciunas the last game. But to have Taj and then Pele, who I like, Norvell Pelle, obviously, but I call him Pele, might be an issue. Valanciunas is a guy who can eat down low. He's a guy who can play the post, can finish down low, is a solid rebounder. So it's going to be an issue for us tomorrow. It's going to be a concerted effort to play that help defense on him, try to get the ball out of his hands. But then they have guys like Desmond Bane who get from outside. They also have Dylan Brooks. You have Ja Morant. And then now you also have Jaren Jackson, who's now back, a double machine who hit from outside and also score from within the paint. So the Knicks going to have their hands full tomorrow. Again, the Grizzlies, they just lost to the Magic. They were up with 8 points in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left to go. And we had that resounding comeback, getting it to overtime and then beating them off the backs of guys like Julius Randle, Bullock, RJ Barrett. We'll see how the Grizzlies plays, but we're in the midst now of this trying, tough West Coast trip. Got the Grizzlies, got the Nuggets, got the Clippers, got the Lakers now who have LeBron James and AD back. So this be trying, but again, the Knicks, they handled their business tonight. Mollywop the Rockets like they're supposed to. Guys, this is what we asked for. This is what we all wanted. I still had the Knicks had 25 wins coming into the season, and they surpassed my expectations. But now we're in the home stretch, but we need these games to stay in that fourth or fifth position. Well, until then, guys, peace, salute, God bless. We out.